What's up guys, Slammer4 here, bringing you my very first ever World of Tanks video. I hope to do many more of these in the future, and just trying to give you guys a quick introduction to what is World of Tanks. It's a massive multiplayer online game created by Wargaming.net, a Russian video game company, and it puts you at the wheel of historical World War II vintage vehicles. Although not all of them actually existed in real life, many of them did. For example, the vaunted Churchill. You've got M3 Stuart, classic American tank. I don't actually have the Sherman in my garage, but this is a version of the Sherman Jumbo. And you can play all sorts of different types of tanks. For example, heavy tanks have very heavily armor and strong guns, although they're generally used for short range. You have medium tanks, which are faster. They're good at flanking positions, and they have usually high DPM guns, although not as strong as a heavy tank gun. You have light tanks, which are fast, have good camo value, and are used for spotting and flanking, as well as hunting down artillery. Speaking of artillery, these guys have very large caliber guns that do lots of damage, and they can shoot across the map. The disadvantage is they're very easy to kill, so they have to hide and snipe people from basically halfway across the map and do massive damage. And then finally you have tank destroyers, which are vehicles generally without turrets, but with very powerful guns. The most powerful straight up engagement guns, and usually very strong frontal armor, but they're very vulnerable if they're flanked. There are a variety of countries in the game, from USA to Japan to Russia to, of course, Germany. And you can play just a huge variety of vehicles from Tier 1 to Tier 10. The Tier 1 vehicles are the weakest. Tier 10 vehicles are the strongest and the most dangerous. And you have various in-game currencies. Credits are used to purchase vehicles and equipment, and can be used to purchase any vehicle. Experience can only be used on specific vehicles. So for this vehicle, I can only purchase experience for this tank. I can, for example, research this gun, or if I save up enough, research the next vehicle on the tier. But credits can be used to purchase any vehicle. You also have free experience, which you get much less of than regular experience, but can be used on any tank to research. And finally, you have gold, which is the purchasable currency. You have to spend real money to get gold. Everything else is completely free in this game, and gold allows you to get the next tank faster. You can use it to get more experience, you can use it to get more credits, or you can use it to get premium vehicles. For example, this IS-6. Premium vehicles basically generate credits at a very, very high rate. So you can purchase the next vehicle a lot sooner. You can also get premium accounts, which is subscription based and gives you bonuses and credit XP for every single battle you play. But that being said, the game is definitely not play to win. It really doesn't give you any in-game advantages when you're actually fighting against other people. Even so-called gold rounds are basically just much more expensive than regular rounds. Your regular rounds are, say, like 1,200. Your gold rounds are 4,800 credits. But you don't have to actually spend money to fire those. So let's show you guys some gameplay. When you start off the game, you're going to start off at Tier 1 with a vehicle like this. This is the T1 Cunningham. I'm going to be doing a more in-depth review of this particular vehicle in the future, but for now I'm just going to show you the basic controls of the game and show you just kind of why I like this game so much. It's just a lot of fun. I've been playing it for a couple of years now, and it's just it keeps bringing me back. It's a fantastic game. Alright, so we're in game now, and this is just basically what you'll generally see in your first Tier 1 game. You can see on the right side it's all the enemy tanks, on the left side all our tanks. The icons kind of denote which tank it is, and also you can see the tiers there, as well as the player names. In the bottom right is the mini-map, which will show friendly vehicles, enemy vehicles, as well as just general map layout, so you can see where every tank is on the map. So I'm gonna push kind of aggressively here, because what's the fun in being defensive? There's no fun in being defensive. We're gonna be aggressive and get up on the kind of this road that leads up towards the enemy base. Generally, if you can get up on that ridge line, then you can kind of have a good advantage. Alternatively, I could push down this 7 line. For now, I'm just going to kind of set up here and snipe at these tanks. I don't see what they're behind. This guy's trying to be a little aggressive.
Penetration! Penetration!
He got taken out. We've got this lull tractor up top. Gotta worry about him. He'll be dead in a second though, because when he's completely exposed like that, you get killed very swiftly. So now the coast is clear, we can push up a bit. T1 is a fairly mobile vehicle, so I can kind of afford to do this. We also got a enemy tank across the way. I'll put some shots on him in a second, as soon as my... And you can see this green circle is our aiming circle. Shells will go inside that, and the smaller it is, the more accurate you are. So like when you move your turret while the tank is in motion, the circle is a lot larger. As soon as you stop and like kind of focus in, it becomes a lot smaller.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Also, whenever you like target on a tank, you get this red outline, which kind of shows you where the vehicle is. It's very helpful.
Enemy is hit.
So we've got a tank above us. We've got a couple vehicles down here. As soon as I'm loaded, I can put some rounds into this guy, but he backs away. Finish him off in a second. We've got another tank coming on top.
Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. Enemy is hit.
The T1's machine gun that I'm using here has like 5 rounds in each clip. It takes 10 seconds to reload each clip. But man, it dishes out a solid punishment, as you can see in this battle. Alright. So I'm gonna kind of aggress the battle along this ridgeline. It's very difficult for tanks on the top of the ridgeline to hit me as I push up this way. And I believe we kill enough tanks around these houses in front of me that I shouldn't have too much trouble pushing this way. I also have a few tanks, of friendly tanks to my left to kind of help me for sniping.
Penetration. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
So I had just enough rounds. I was a bit lucky to take him out in one clip, but I was able to do that. He did knock out my track,
Track repaired. Drive on.
but I get that loaded up very quickly. So now I just need to continue putting on the pressure and aggressively pushing here. There's only 5 tanks left on the enemy team, so gotta just put the pressure on and kill them. If you press Z, you can kind of see a few options. You can say affirmative, negative, attack, help, etc. Reloading. So I just say attack to tell my team that we need to put some pressure on.
Penetration. Got him.
This is kind of
They're
silly,
knocked out.
but a couple AFK tanks there. You will see that, especially at the lower tiers. Generally, it's not very common, but it's kind of silly when that does happen.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit.
But I'll take the damage. I don't mind it too much. It's not fantastic when that happens, but it does happen. I gotta be very careful here.
Penetration. Got him.
I had a little bit of a ridge line between me and him, so that gave me a pretty solid advantage. But I'm lost about half my hit points, so I gotta kind of be careful.
Enemy is hit. Penetrate. They're knocked out.
Maybe able to knock him out. And now I can push up on this final tank and he's looking the other way. He doesn't realize, oh, he's AFK as well.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor
And we
is
win the battle.
destroyed.
You can kind of subtract 3 of those kills because they were AFK tanks, so 9 kills is not that impressive when 3 of them are AFK. So we get a couple medals here. Top Gun for killing 6 vehicles. Bruiser. Duelist. You kind of just get these. Mastery Badge. It means if you are, you get as much experience as 99% of tankers, but you only need 1 good battle. It's only for the duration of 7 days. So we did 870 battle damage, got 1,241 XP, and we got 9 kills. But as I said, 3 of those kills were AFKers, so I'd only count like 3 of those as being 6 of those as being real kills. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you would, and I'll catch you next time.